Before we start, I invite you to download my free beginner's guide for drawing realistic animal portraits with pastels. You'll find the link below in the description.
Here I show you how you can draw a little color wheel with the primary colors and mix secondary colors. I use Carbotello pastel pencils from Stabilo here. The three primary colors, yellow, blue and red. And let's mix then the secondary colors. Let's mix green, let's mix orange, and let's mix violet. It is amazing. With pastel pencils you can easily mix colors, the pigments together and create new colors. So let's start. I have created here a circle with 6 segments, and now let's plot in a bit of the yellow, one of our primary colors. Let's plot it in here. So I fill out this first segment here with the yellow, and let's create a nice small color wheel. It can be fun to experiment with your pastel pencils, mix colors. How does it work? This is a very basic fundamental theory, so color theory. But you need that also in your realistic animal portraits all the time. If you think about how to choose a background, what colors are matching with the colors you have in the animal, this is really helpful. And it is really fun to experiment with the colors and draw a color wheel. So here we have then yellow. Then let's also plot in the red. So let's make here the segment here below red, and between I will mix then the secondary colors with these 3 pastel pencils. Let's just plot in first the red. So it is also fun to mix colors, to try how your pencils work. Just take a sheet of paper and mix different colors. In the next video I will also then create such a nice color wheel with exactly the same pencils with also the tertiary colors, and mix them too with only yellow, red and blue. Then let's here plot in the blue as a next primary color. The primary colors are the fundamental colors, and with these 3 colors you can nearly mix all other color tones. Of course, you also need black and white to either brighten them up or darken them down. But it's really nice to see how you can mix the pastel pigments together. You will see this then here when we mix the secondary colors. So then I plotted in here the blue. I blew away a bit of the pigment. That's too much on the paper. So here we have a nice blue segment. Okay, and now it's starting to be fun. Let's mix here above a green. I plot in first the yellow again. Here you can decide, would you like to mix a lighter green, a more yellowish green, or would you like to mix a more bluish green? So decide. I will do a more yellowish green, so I do the underpainting with yellow. If you do the underpainting with blue and have more blue pigment first on the paper, it will turn out a little bit more bluish green. I here apply more yellow and then go over with a thin layer of blue first. and then have a look how the colors are mixing together. Maybe I add another layer of blue. So here a thin layer of blue over the yellow, and then I take a cotton swab, a clean one, and blend here carefully the yellow together with the blue. And then we have a look what happens. I want to avoid to mixing too much blue immediately. Let's go step by step and test out how the pigments are mixing together and how much green we need. So you see it is a very light green now, but let's add another layer with the blue, another transparent layer, and mix them again together. So I blend here the yellow and the blue layer, and then voila, it starts to become green. At the edges I prefer to take a paper stamp here and mix the yellow with the blue together. And then we have here a nice green segment. Blend the colors really well together. I remove a little bit of the loose pigment. So this is really fun to do, and mix a nice green. When you would like to have a darker green, then add another layer with the blue. So you have to blend both layers really well, and then we have a nice green here. Then let's also create a secondary color, the orange here. Orange you can easily mix with red and yellow. So start again with the yellow. I make here the yellow underpainting, and then let's mix a red layer over it. So, and then take red and add a thin layer of red, and let's mix orange. This is really a fun exercise to test how your colors appear, how you can mix them, and then blend the layers together. So near the middle lines I prefer to use the blending stamp, but for larger areas it works better to use a cotton swab or a sponge. And then we can create here a nice orange segment. Here, blend the layers really well together so that we have a nice smooth layer. And then I take the blending stamp here for the edges, blend over in circles here and here along the line. Blow away a bit of pigment and create a nice orange segment, an orange layer here. So by mixing the yellow and the red together, this is really working nice. And then let's mix a violet. I plot in first the red. Let's plot in a red. So, and then let's also add then the blue. So here I have the first layer of red, And let's also plot in here immediately a thin layer of blue. Plot in a thin layer of blue and then take a cotton swab and mix them together. So, and mix the layers together in little circles, and you create a nice violet. Take then also a paper stamp here, mixing the violet, so mixing red and blues together here. Maybe I need a bit more blue along the line here. I add also a bit more blue here. Here the red is shining through. And mix again a bit. Mix the pigment in little circles together. So, also here, the more you blend the pigments together, a more smoother and similar layer you achieve, so that you really mix the red and the blue pigment together really well. Okay, and voila, we have mixed with only these 3 pastel pencils, yellow, blue and red, 6 different colors. We have created a beautiful color wheel with here the primary colors and then the secondary colors, orange, green and violet.
Okay, so fun and easy it can be to create a small color wheel and experimenting with mixing colors. With only yellow, blue and red, you can easily mix your secondary colors, green, orange and violet. Have fun with experimenting, and I also invite you to download my free beginner's guide for drawing with pastels. I hope I see you soon. Bye!